Okay, so let's look at your using transformations to prove the triangle sum theorem assignment in your workbook. And we're going to go ahead and do this exploration activity together. So first it says in the picture below, use your straight edge to extend lines BA and CA. So your straight edge is just a ruler. And you're going to extend line BA all the way through the graph and CA. So draw CA all the way through the graph. Then it says trace triangle ABC on patty paper, then slide the triangle up along the line BA. Okay, so first we need to trace it on patty paper. So patty paper is just parchment paper. So I went in my kitchen and I cut off a piece of parchment paper that I use on my baking sheets before I put cookies down. And then we're going to trace it. So if you don't have parchment paper at home, that's okay. When I was practicing the assignment on my own, I just did it on regular white line paper. You can see too, but I wanted you to be able to see really well. And so you're going to trace the triangle onto the paper and label the angles. We have angle A, B, and C. And then it says to move it up along BA. So this line was the BA line until vertex B is at vertex A. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it up until vertex B is now at angle A. And so now we can see this triangle. We're going to draw this triangle again. And it's right here, A, the vertex of A is right here, and the vertex of C is right here. So I'm going to lift up my paper. I'm going to draw those. And now I'm going to redraw triangle ABC in its new position. So we just did a translation, right? We slid this triangle up, which means we translated it. Okay. Now we need to repeat step 2, this time sliding up along the line CA. So we're going to put our triangle back here. This time we're going to slide our triangle along this line until C is here at A, the vertex of A. So we just slide up. We are translating our triangle until the angle C is at the vertex of A, which is right here. And then we are going to draw our triangle. So we need the point. There's one right here and one right here. So I'm going to lift it up and do my one point there. And then my other point is right here, my vertex of A. Double check and make sure we did them at the right spot, and we did. And then we're going to redraw our triangle. So we have angle A, angle B, and angle C. Okay, so there should be an angle between the two new triangles. Which angle from the original triangle is congruent to it? And how do you know? So they're talking about this angle right here between angle C and angle B. Do we know what that is? Yes. This should look familiar. If you ignore all of this, we have vertical angles, right? This angle and this angle. So if this angle is A, we know that this angle here is also A because of vertical angles. Okay, next we need to label the angle between the new triangles with the appropriate letter from the first triangle, which we already did. We saw that those were vertical angles. We know vertical angles are equal to one another. So if this angle is A, this angle is also A. Now, in your picture, angles A, B, and C should be adjacent to each other. They are. We have them all right here, adjacent to one another. What do you think the sum of the three angles is? How can you tell from just the picture? So looking at the picture, these three angles have created a straight line, right? And so what do we know? How many degrees are in a straight line? We know that there are 180 degrees in a straight line. And how do we know that it's 180 degrees? Because they formed a straight line. So do you think you would get the same answer with any triangle? Why or why not? I'll pause a little bit and I'll let you write down your thoughts. Okay, so you may not have known it, but you just proved the triangle sum theorem using transformation. So we just completed our unit on transformations, and so we just used translations to prove that the three angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. Okay? So we know that the three angles in a triangle always form a straight line. Which is 180 degrees. And so the way we can write it as an equation is if we have angle A plus angle B plus angle C, when we add up those three angles, we know that it's going to equal 180 degrees. And you're going to see this more as we continue with the triangle sum theorem.